All right, my Capricorn friends, how are you today? Michael Eschenburg here, on this day bringing you your monthly horoscope for February 2020. We got a lot of energy, my fellow Capricorns. Okay, we got Mars leaving the 12th house of Sagittarius, entering the first house of Capricorn this month, okay? We've had that beautiful, Saturn-Pluto conjunction happening in January. This month, very special time as we have Pluto in your first house, creating the septile to Neptune in your third house. All right, very, very, very powerful, once in a lifetime energy. This is not to be taken lightly. This is a very exciting time, a life-changing time about new information coming in to our lives that has the potential, opportunity, ability, capability to change our lives forever. Okay, we're not the same world that we lived in 5, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. We're changing so much. It's a beautiful, beautiful time. Also, we've got Mercury going retrograde on the 17th of this month. Okay, so the shadow period begins on February 2nd. Okay, so February 2nd all the way to February 17th, we have to pay special attention to what's going on, because Mercury, our planet of communication and information, let me show you the chart right here, is going to begin its shadow period. So I've got this set on the 6th. So on the 2nd, Mercury's going to be here, okay, at 28 degrees of Aquarius. Okay, so 28 degrees, and this is where the shadow begins. So what that means is Mercury is going to move from the 28th degree on the 2nd, forward, 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 till the 17th. It's going to hit about right here, okay, at 12 degrees 53 minutes of Pisces, your third house of information, communication, and siblings, brothers, sisters. Okay, so a lot of new information coming into you, as Mercury is our planet of information, and it's looking at both sides of the coin, looking at both sides of the fence, learning a lot of information, absorbing as much as we can at a fast, rapid pace, as well being in the spiritual sign of Pisces, connected to this oneness. So we are taking our mentality into beyond this physical, concrete world, okay, and learning about a deeper sense of spirituality, a deeper connection of spirituality with our brothers and sisters, a deeper sense of spirituality with the community, a deeper sense of spirituality in how we are talking to other people, and as well as the knowledge we are seeking and bringing into our own skulls. So, again, on the 2nd of February, Mercury is going to be here at 28 degrees. Move forward, 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 forward. And on the 17th of February, Mercury will begin its retrograde, okay, and then move back through that same space. So that space right there between 2 degrees and almost 13 is what we call the shadow period. So it's very important we start paying attention to what's happening between the 2nd and the 17th, because that is going to determine, it's going to happen 3 times. So we move forward, or this way we move forward, okay. 17th, we move backward, back into your second house of Aquarius. And then on March 10th, the retrograde cycle is over, and Mercury moves forward again. And so it occupies that same space 3 times, okay? So on the 2nd to the 17th, although that no planets are retrograde during that time, although no planets are retrograde right now, we got forward momentum. For us Capricorns, it's a wonderful thing. We're getting stuff done, right? So it's just time to pay attention. And with, I do daily horoscopes, so if you're new to this channel, and I dive much deeper into the retrogrades and what's going on every single day if you follow along with the dailies. All right. Now, on the 7th of February 2020, Venus is going to be leaving your third house. Let me bring it back to the chart. Venus is going to leave the third house, okay? Spending a lot of time here about, again, focusing on spirituality, focusing on our connection with Source, focusing on our creativity, focusing on our dreams. What are we dreaming of? These Capricorns, what are you dreaming of right now? I'm a Capricorn sun as well. So it's like, what are we dreaming of? What do we want, love, and desire in this life? We're bringing that into our intuition, to our imagination, and allowing our imaginations to kind of run wild with rose-colored glasses. What we dream, what we see in our heads, we can hold in our hands, okay? Now, Mars, Venus here. Venus, our planet of love, wants, and desires, on the 7th is going to enter the sign of Aries. Okay, so it's leaving this dreamy place and taking a flight of action, taking the steps of action. Okay, so we're taking our loves, wants, desires. It's like we've been cultivating, we've been dreaming of all of these things, and now it's like we're being woken from the dream and saying, it's just like waking up from the dream and saying, oh my God, this is what I want for breakfast. Waking up from the dream and saying, oh, I want to go to the art museum today. Waking up from the dream and saying, this is what I want to do for a job. Waking up from the dream and saying, I want ice cream. Whatever it is that you want, right? Whatever it is that your heart desires. And then, okay, we're awake, bringing it into action. Okay, Venus enters Aries. And it's in the 4th house. So we're thinking about home. We're thinking about family. All right, so we're going to pay attention. How are we decorating our home? Are we repainting the home? Are we hanging new pictures up? Are we fine tuning? Are we getting out the chisel and toothbrush and cleaning it, in between the tiles of the bathroom or the floor or whatever it may be? But there's an attention to detail and wanting to fine tune the home front. Okay, and as well, making a deeper connection with our family members, which is really, really wonderful. So that's going to happen on the 7th, and on the 9th and the 10th, it's going to connect with Chiron. So there's like some healing happening on the home front. Okay, whatever that means, there's healing happening for you in the sector of your family relationships. And this could also be love. Okay, now partnerships is more 7th house kind of stuff, but I mean, this deals with home and family. Okay, just like our nurturing moon, Cancer moon, it deals with home and family and nurturing. So it's nurturing to ourselves, nurturing to the people that we consider family, okay, who we're going to hug. We're going to be paying special attention to these individuals and to this space as well. Okay, so it's really, really, really beautiful. It's a sweet place for Venus to be. And again, it's taking action. It's not just dreaming about it anymore. It's getting up and saying, I'm going to paint my kitchen. Okay. Now, so then again, the healing happens. Whatever has got to be healed or fixed, mended, broken bones, wounds need to be licked. It's going to happen on the 9th and 10th when Venus connects with Chiron. Okay, it's going to, over those couple of days, it's going to be a really great connection. On the 9th as well, we've got a full moon. Full moon in Leo. Okay, where's Leo for you? It is your 8th house. Okay, so we got the sun in Aquarius in the 2nd house. You're thinking about money. You're thinking about this future world, Capricorn, okay? You're thinking, how in the world do I want to create more money? How do I want to create more income? How do I, what do I need to obtain in my life? Because the majority of it comes with money. Unless it's, heart, home, happiness, that's going to happen over here. It's going to happen this month, right? And how can I obtain more money to get those things that I need? And how can I follow my heart's desires and take action into the balance? Because life's not just about money. Life is also about, family. Okay, so these are really, though it's not an aspect to one another, it's a very powerful individual transits. Okay, so sun here, ego, self-reflection. This is my light. I've got a futuristic way of thinking about money. I've got a futuristic way of creating money. Okay? Then boom, full moon, fully illuminated in the sign of Leo. Courageous, leadership. Okay? How are you expressing your own reflection? Okay? The moon has no light of its own. It's simply a reflection of the light of the sun. So we're nurturing our connections with those of shared resources, okay? Who is out there that we can connect with in our community that is going to allow us to flourish? Hey, I've got a concept and I need a seamstress, So that's beyond my skill and ability. So I need to reach out to a seamstress and make this happen to create this product. Okay, I've got a vision for the future that's going to solve a problem in this world, and I need you and your talent and your skills, okay, so that we can come together as one and create something greater. Not romantically, there could be romance, but this is about business. This is about business kind of stuff. Or this could even be about merging homes as well. It could be about romance, you know what I mean? There's a passion going on there in the 8th house. The moon being fully illuminated in this passionate place. but this is like following a deep rooted passion, and since the sun's in your money house, this is most likely going to be about some sort of a business endeavor, business partnerships. Maybe you are, again, joining homes. Maybe you're opening up for a roommate. Maybe you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife moving in, or lover, or whatever. Maybe somebody's moving out. Maybe, again, you got Venus coming into your fourth house. Maybe you're joining bank accounts. Hey, what's mine? What's yours? What's ours? Together we can create more. If we pull in together and we create this business together, it's being highlighted this month in a very spectacular way and saying, like, look, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of this connection. Don't be afraid that it's not going to work out. There's no way of knowing unless you do it. Don't be afraid that you're going to get burned, by doing this. You got to do what you got to do to protect yourself. Mercury is going to go retrograde. Again, we'll talk more about that in the dailies. So you got to think ahead in a sense, protect yourself. Mercury is in the sign of Aquarius right now as I'm making this video, so we got to think a bit ahead, on how to cover our own butts. But it's also not being afraid to make this connection, not being afraid to see how far this goes, because it's going to go very, very far. There's a lot of money to be made, Capricorn friends, this year. Okay, Saturn is also going to move out of your first house into your second house this year. Okay, making money. Committed, a futuristic way of making money, but that's not this month. Okay, now that's on the 9th. On the 16th, we've got Mars entering your first house. Mars in the completion side of your 12th house in Sagittarius. Okay, there's a lot of learning. It's about learning. It's about taking the high road. Okay, we have to sit back in life and recognize when we have acted like an infant child and when we have been the Grand Master. When we have handled this scenario with immaturity, and where are we now? Can we handle this with grace, with elegance, with a sense of leadership? Can we handle this like the guru? We have to be able to look at ourselves and our own actions. Mars is our planet of action. Where have my actions been immature? Where have my actions been good? Not good, but I mean, you've been the wise teacher. You've also been the dumb student. Again, I'm speaking for myself. I'm a Capricorn too. I've been the dumb student as I've been the wise teacher. I've made mistakes along my path. So Mars is taking action in its house of completion and endings, okay, right now. And it's on the 16th moving into the first house of Capricorn, where Mars is exalted. All right, this is an amazing, amazing, amazing couple of months, because it's going to take almost 2 months for Mars to get through Capricorn. Okay, connecting with the South Node, letting go of some thing of the past that I'm dealing with. Letting go of some ego or some need to rush things, or if it's not done right now, it's not going to get done. It's just like, whoa, easy, Capricorn, put the horns away. So Mars moving into the first house, connecting with the South Node, releasing some of our hard edges. Thank God we have the North Node over there in Cancer right now. Water's flowing through to round out some of our hard Capricornic edges. Okay, that hard earth. All right. Then we've got Mars connecting with Jupiter. Right? Expansion, self-expansion, learning more about myself, learning more about my physical abilities, learning more about how I can personally expand as a human being to be a better human being. We got Pluto, this once in a lifetime transit that's happening, Pluto-Neptune this month. Okay, this is not to be taken lightly, not to be taken just like, oh, it's just another month. It's just, no, this is an absolutely magnificent time to be alive. This is a life-changing month ahead of us. Okay, and it should be noted and taken that way. Okay, we've got Pluto in your first house, in a place of transcendence. Okay, we're transcending the physical. We're transcending what once was. Capricorn's about law and order and government. The laws of the world, the laws of the physical, the laws of the universe. Okay, as well as how we govern ourselves. If this desk wasn't made properly, with a sense of order and consistency, it'd fall apart. The monitors, the camera couldn't be sitting here on top of it for me to rely on it, So it's like Capricorn's very reliable. And at the same time with Pluto here connecting with Neptune in the third house. Okay, let me show you this. So here's Pluto, first house, Capricorn. Neptune, third house. Okay, information. Third house is about information. It's about siblings. Okay, but really it's about information and connecting with our spirituality, connecting with sourced energy, connecting with creativity. Okay, so what is going on in our lives that's transcending the physical and connecting with this oneness? What's going on with our lives that's transcending where we are at as individuals, where we are at and how we govern ourselves, how we govern our relationships with others, how we govern our relationships in the world at large, and what information can come our way that's going to absolutely blow our minds. This is about information, okay? So this is an absolutely amazing. This is fate and destined. And you were fate and destined for this time. Okay. This is, again, something very, very exciting that's happening in life. And it's happening in your first house. So this is mega transformations for the Capricorn energy in general, whether you're sun, moon, or rising Capricorn. Okay. So the 9th is the full moon. 16th, Mars moves into Capricorn. On the 19th, the sun moves out of Aquarius, out of the second house, futuristic way of making money, and moves into the third house. Okay, more about information, connecting more with that Piscean energy. All right, connecting more with our creativity, connecting with our dreams. Okay, we have to dream it and will it. And again, Pluto is going to conjunct Neptune and the sun, but that's going to be later on in March. But either way, it's just like this is still these connections are still happening. This is such a glorious time right now for us to just be diving deeper into learning quantum physics, learning spirituality, learning about the mind, learning about the heart, learning about love, learning about forgiveness, learning about unconditional, learning about thermic, whatever. I mean, like literally learning about gardening, learning about a sustainable future, learning about whatever it is. We can learn it. We have the ability to learn this. We have the ability to see it from a global, think locally, act globally, from a global perspective, and how we can create a sustainable future for ourselves. I mean, this is an amazing opportunity. So the sun's moving in on the 19th, and then on the 23rd, new moon. New moon, new beginning in the third house. Okay? So this is fantastic, absolutely fantastic, again, because there's a new beginning and a new journey to learn knowledge. So how are you, obtaining that knowledge? How are you maintaining your spiritual connection with Source? How are you, or your faith, whatever it may be, how are you applying your creativity? Allowing this to flow through, okay? This is a magical month ahead, my Capricorns. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for me. I'm excited for everybody right now. This is just a magical time to be alive, and it happening in our first house, is just pure, it's bliss, man. This is exciting times. So I hope you have a very exciting month ahead. Again, join me for the dailies as I dive a little bit deeper into all the aspects that are going on. They're so much fun. All right. Have an amazing February. We'll see you tomorrow.